hold any opinion you want, but there you express it in public and sometimes in private, or publish it by any medium if it wasn't in line with what the politicians wanted you to read, hear, or see. This is in violation of everything in Article 19. When we were given the chance by the initiative of our sponsor, the ruler of Qatar, to professionally break this monopoly of sources of information, at least in the field of news coverage and programming, the response of the masses was overwhelmingly positive. This didn't please all other Arab regimes, and they either wanted us stopped or prevented us from operating in their countries. A few still ban us from opening a bureau, as in the case of, say, Algeria and Tunisia and Iraq, which closed our office after the invasion of the country in 2003. And we still have no bureau in Saudi Arabia, although we were allowed recently to cover the Hajj or pilgrimage to the holy places. Jordan, Kuwait, and non-Arab Iran ordered our bureaus closed in their capitals. But since we did not stop reporting on developments there, they realized the futility of their action and invited us back. From the start, we stood for freedom of expression, human rights, diversity, fairness, equality regardless of gender, justice, dialogue among adversaries with democratic practices, and other stipulations within the context of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We opened satellite airwaves with phone-in facilities through our live discussion programs. The audience were able to freely express their opinions and put their questions to participants in these programs. We were described by some as Parliament on air. I believe that Al Jazeera also assumed by default the role of pan-Arab public service broadcaster and became first channel of choice. Enters the internet, and the whole scene of media is thrown into turmoil as traditional media lost their status as main, or in some cases, sole providers of information. With so many new platforms supplying ever-increasing numbers of surfers all over the world, immediate news and other information and communication services, the role of broadcast media has been dramatically challenged. Even the press felt the impact of the internet advent, and they, like the broadcast channels, started to look into ways of competition to keep their audiences, who are their power base and source of income. The press started the trend of the free newspaper depending wholly on advertisements for income. Broadcasters jumped on the bandwagon of the internet, and there is no one worth its title that doesn't have several platforms on the web. There are other areas which need to be addressed about media, their ownership, and how far we mean by the right to information and communication as an absolute term with no limit or limitation. Can there be dictatorship of by media if they become very powerful? So how do these things affect the role of media with so much difference between the northern and the southern Mediterranean countries? The trend leaders are the northerners, and with past experience, the southerners will follow. But where does this leave the right to information and communication inside the group? There are many more challenges lying ahead, I think. And although one wishes to be optimistic, In fact, past and present indications are not very encouraging. Thank you.